Lock up your doors and throw away the key, 'cause it is time for another edition of Locking It Down with Lucy. And here I am. It's me! How's it going, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Locking It Down with Lucy. It's Thursday again. Doesn't it come round rather quickly? Another Thursday, another evening of just whatever it is. What's on my mind? That's how I always felt like when I used to use Facebook. You know how when it would ask you on the bit at the top, what's on your mind? I don't know why, but for me, my Facebook would always go, what's on your mind, son? Like, it spoke like this to me. I don't know why. So today, it's what's on my mind. So, how's everybody doing? I thought I'd just, kick off today's episode with just, I know we do the general check-in, but, I wanted to, actually find out how everyone is doing. So, give me a number, a letter, a smoke signal, or a Morse code of, how you feeling today? What would I say if I was optimistically? It's 1 in 10. That's pretty bad. That's a line from a song, actually. Which I've only just sort of deconstructed as probably bad, but trying to be good. I don't know. It's a weird week. January is a very long month, and lockdown is also never ending. So, here we are. So I just wanted to see how are we doing. So Blakey Blizz says 3 out of 10 today. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. I hope that things get better. I mean, it's a bit weird. I don't know what a true 10 out of 10 day is. Well, I know that you can have true 10 out of 10 days, but it's hard in lockdown, isn't it? I feel like the peak of lockdown is like maybe a 7, which Slygoss Fox is hitting a 7. Nice. Corey's just vibing. Nice, okay, cool, I like that. I don't know, what would I say? I think I'll just maybe, do you know what has been my emoji of the week? Emoji of the week. It's the one that goes, that's how I feel all week. Just whenever's like, can you do this? And I'm like, or maybe even this one. Can I do this one? Lucy Axe emojis. Okay, do you know what emoji this is? I feel like this emoji sometimes. That's my week. The upside down smiley. So you have to smile and then just go. So there we go. What that one, Corey. Yes, thank you. I'm 88% of the way through. Oh, I thought you were saying how you were feeling in percentages terms. That's how I just decipher if I'm going to get ready for the day. Like, I'll be like, Imogen, what percentage are you of readiness? And if you're 95% ready, that means you're basically ready to go. You've just put one shoe on or something. But Imogen lies a lot. Her 95% is not the same as my 95%. What's the countdown wall behind me? It's started when I was sent home to work from home, and it's literally my work from home countdown. I'm just waiting to return to normality or go back to the office. I'm actually starting to think that it's not going to happen this year, which is terrible. Thanks, Vitz. So I hope everyone's doing all right. I hope you're doing okay. I hope, whatever you are on the scale, things will hopefully improve. So let us begin with what am I drinking as per usual. Now, I've had to really scrape this together because I'm trying really hard, ladies and gentlemen, to try not to go out as much as humanly possible. I don't know if I'm just trying to, destroy myself or some sort of self-punishment. I don't know. But I just don't want to go to the shops unless absolutely necessary. So I'm running out of drinking materials. I might have to surrender because I had a stock and a stash, and all I've got left is this one little can of Coke. So we shall see how far that gets me today on this show. So let's. Oh, I've not got the space. I'm gonna have to open this up. So I don't know. It's a tough one, isn't it? The questionable Fallout guy has arrived. I brought imaginary pizza. What? Are you talking about the what's his face? The mysterious stranger. I can't remember what he used to sound like, but what was that guy's backstory? What was his deal? I mean, he's the real hero, I suppose. The smell of Coca-Cola is an interesting smell. Can't quite describe it. Sweet, but mechanical in the same way. So let's pour some of this in. Ooh, it's a fizzy. Actually, oh my god! It's a full Coke. I mean, it's a full cup. I was not expecting that. I thought, well, it's maybe three. Oh, actually, now that the fizz has gone down, it's more half a cup. It's a bit like, oh, interesting. When you get those little packets of cereal, and it's not going to take up the full thing, so you have to have 2. Anyway, today I'm trying the last one that I have, which is the Dead Man's Finger spiced rum. So let's give that a go. See how that tastes. Maybe I'll be a bit more generous with the helpings today. So let's have a go. Let's see. I do kind of just want to taste some of it without it, but well, you're never gonna see. It does still taste the same. Is that a lot? I feel like I might have just done a lot. I don't even know. I don't know measurements. We'll see what happens. So, yo. Yes, it is Thursday night drinking time. Way! Oh, well, thank you. People, a couple of comments about the fact that I'm wearing a jacket. It's so cold. I'm not joking. It's so cold, and I just wanted to feel something. I literally put this jacket on just to feel like, I don't know, I have some kind of being. I'm so sick of wearing just rubbish that I was like, you know what? I'm going to put my jacket on and pretend like, I don't know, I'm going to, you know, I think someone earlier was talking about Crash Bandicoot. Was it? I don't even think that's really the Crash Bandicoot song, is it? What is it? No. No. Oh my god, it's there. It's in my mind. It's in my mind. It's coming, but I can't quite feel it. But anyway, yeah. I just felt like wearing a jacket today. Also, sometimes when you're in a meeting and you're wearing a jacket, you could be like, Also, I've got relics in my pocket. I got relics in my pocket and a 45. It's not my card, but it is. What is it upside down? Pitterbun, a place that I used to go to for lunch back in the old days where people used to go out for lunch. Got 2 stamps. Agnes, shout out to you. Used to love a bit of Pitterbun. Oh, do you know what the best thing about Pitterbun was, other than the food? They had the best seating area. It was small, but there was a mirror on the ceiling, and I was just like, oh my god! And then every time I went, I'd be like, okay, well, we need to take a picture of ourselves in the mirror in the ceiling. So like, I liked that. Also, there was like sort of faux grass happening and stuff. I love how you guys across the pond call it a chaser. Oh, we just call it rum and coke. Oh, that's the thing about rum. You have to drink it with something else. What else is in my pocket? I've got old napkins, a scratched and win card, and an old receipt dating back to Forbidden Planet. Oh my god, it's a Forbidden Planet receipt. What did I buy? Mini-series 4, Celebration, something or other. Oh my god, this is when I did the Godzilla test, or the Godzilla challenge. So at work, I bought this little Godzilla, but I was going to give it to my friend Jeeves, shout out to Jeeves. But then I thought, wouldn't it be better if I made them challenge for it? Because then I found out that there's my other friend, Neil, he also liked Godzilla. So I was like, well, now I can't be favoritismed and give only one of them the Godzilla prize. So what I did was I said to each of the participants, they had to write down on a post-it note to the nearest number what was the grossing cinema rating, or whatever. What do you call it when the cinema grosses in stuff, other than just popcorn on the floor? And that they got it, and whoever got the nearest one would get the prize. But then I also made little runners-up badges. This is what I used to do at work, everybody. This was muck about. So then I made little runners-up badges, and so that third person in third place was just like a toy. The other one was King Kong, and then whoever won was Godzilla, and Jeeves did win the Godzilla, so that's pretty good. And more frickin' just napkins. You know, it's a history, it's a time vessel. Everybody, go to a jacket that you've not worn in a long time. Your very own time capsule. You didn't even know you had one. Look in your pockets, and you'll find a wealth of good. Anyway, I haven't actually drunk my drink, so cheers, everybody. Ta-da! Oh, it is quite strong. Actually, this tastes like how things should taste. Like, if this now takes me back to the bar. Actually, this is really good. This is probably my favourite one that I've had out of I don't know why I've become a drinking connoisseur. Anyway. So what's coming up on the show today? So, of course, we've got the check-in, which is the highlights and the lowlights of the week. We have clip of the week, and I've got a random hodgepodge of topics for you that I would like to talk about. And then the 10-minute Q&A, and, of course, something might happen at the end of the show. It depends how I feel. I've got an idea, but I've got to feel it. I don't want to just, go blah, blah, blah. I don't want to just pull it out. So, right, now that we've all established that we're all well... And these big animals that just fight each other. Like, what's the appeal? I've never watched Godzilla. I've never watched King Kong. What's the appeal? Do they just, take 10 bells out of each other? Someone who isn't mental, I don't know who isn't mental during quarantine. Yeah, I just don't see the appeal. But who would win in a fight? Wait, hang on a minute. This is what I asked Chris and Bethany the other day, and I want to ask you guys this. Okay, we're going to play a little bit of what I like to call Hypothetical Hippo. Hypothetical Hippo. That's the jingle for it, I don't know. Hypothetical Hippo. Who would win in a fight? A snowman or a marshmallow man? Ooh. Now you got to think, the arena, TBC, okay, because you've got to do a rounds of 3. So maybe we'd be in the snowman's hometown, so that would be like the ice at the North Pole. So then he'd be like proper robust then, and all the penguins are like, "Go, Mr. Snowman, go!" But then for round 2, I suppose the Marshmallow Man could be in the sugar factory, and I don't know, everyone's like, "Yay, sugar!" And then the last one has to be neutral, the desert or something. Actually, no, the desert's not good for the snowman because the snowman would melt. I guess the last one would have to be in like some sort of container, which has been environmentally friendly and compressed for both participants to really fight out. Now, the Marshmallow Man wouldn't melt. People say Marshmallow Man would win. Now, some people are saying the Snowman would win, obviously. Now, this is very interesting. I wasn't too sure. Olaf had a song about that. Did Olaf fight a Marshmallow Man? Did he? I've not seen Frozen, as famously retold. I retold the story of Frozen once, and it didn't go well. Global warming would kill them both. That is the truth. Well, I'm glad we sorted that out. What? Oh, does it? Am I skipping? What's happening? Let me just plug some plugs in. Oh, well, thank you, Stevenson. Was it Julaine Stevenson? Thank you very much. About being in the desert. Yes. So let's go to the lowest and the high. I feel like I've already just got off on a tangent. We're 10 minutes into the show. So let's say low light of the week. It's got to be January. January sucks, doesn't it? If I was going to rank all the months, I'm sorry to all the January people that, repping the January, but I've decided my least favourite month of the year, followed by September. It's just a bit naff, isn't it? It goes on too long, and it's deceptively evil, January, okay? So here's the story of January, especially in the UK. I feel like January is just pants. So you're all going up to Christmas, and everyone's like, it's Christmas time, everyone is happy, because you're like shopping, it's Christmas, and you think it's cold, but then January comes around like a dry slap and goes, you thought it was cold then? It's now winter. It's now happening. And you're like, oh my god, I forgot the true meaning of winter. It's awful. Yeah, well, yeah, the January blues. December ends so well that January looks extra. Yeah, that's the other thing. You have to go back to school. You have to go back to work. Also, the month just goes on forever. And we've had some terrible weather as well recently. It's raining, it's snowing. I've got this window that was really badly fitted. I don't know why. Well, I do know why, because my dad, I get the whole thing, alright? You gotta, help the local business people out. So he will get any old cowboy out of the yellow pages to come and do stuff. The cowboy, he messed up my door. I'll never forgive them for messing up my door. It's never been the same since. And they also didn't do my windows very well. So I sit here with a breeze, like, brrr, and the bozo clowns come round and just start going, whoa, yeah, let's just fit it in. Because I've heard the bozos talking to my dad, alright? They run rings around him. They're like, so what you want, mate, is in the bathroom here, we're going to put in, we could do it this way, but instead if I put a bit of wood there, that's all you need, because it's fine, like, you won't need that covering up, because I could buy another tile, but I'll just slap a bit of wood on it. And my dad's like, really? I'm like, you like wood in a bathroom? And so now we have a wood bit of panel thing in the bathroom. Like, what is going on? I don't know. Also, I heard one of them go, so what you want to see, mate, is if we build this and you've got another building next to it, it's not going to be dark because there's still light, because there has to always be light. And then he put 2 bins together. My dad's going, really? I'm like, Dad, you fool! Like, it's not going to be the void darkness, but it's of course going to be darker than if there was no building. I don't know. What can you do? Anyways, Marl says, always jealous of friends who had birthdays in the summer. Yes, camping in the garden I wanted when I was a kid, but my parents told me hypothermia is not a nice birthday gift. Yeah, that is, having a winter birthday does kind of suck. My mum was always just a bit like, why don't you have another birthday in the summer? I was like, no, it's never going to be real, is it? Because you'll always know. Now, someone's saying it's supposed to snow on Sunday. I've not seen any of this snow yet. It's not come around my area. Anyway, that's my argument for why January is the worst month ever, followed by September, because September's also a bit rubbish. Like, the wasps are all lost, like, oh my god, it's the end of the cover. So that's literally why I hate September. One time I was in the park with this girl, also known as a co-worker, or a woman, and we were eating lunch, and we had to like run around the park because this wasp kept following us. Like, we'd sit down and go, oh no. So yeah, that's why I hate that. My other low light of the week, which is going to sound weird, and I'm almost just like, do I say? But I'm supposed I am going to say, because I'm transparent like that. I'm like Casper the Ghost up here. So, I did the PS5 video, the unboxing video. Obviously, everyone was very nice, very kind about it. Thank you so much. Now, I just also wanted to say the reason I did it was because I wanted to make the video first and foremost, and I didn't really care about when it went out, blah, blah, blah. And so I made the video, but I got a lot of comments just about how small my room is and stuff. And I obviously, this is just the existence I live in. But, you know, that is one of the things that I find difficult in lockdown, is the fact that it is so small. There's only so many times you can bang every section of your body before you don't just want to explode. And so I was like, oh, man. So, that's what I'm saying. No one said anything horrible, but it kind of just hammered the point home that this is the existence that I'm stuck in. Which then leads to the point of, what do I do? Because in the situation, like, imagine if the world was perfect. I would have, like, not cared, because I would have spent not that much time in this room. Like, but now I'm pretty sure I want to do an experiment in a really lame kind of way, where I want to, like, I don't know how I would do it. I would need some kind of, like, electronic tag on me. I want to know how often I actually do leave this room, because I'm pretty sure it's not often. It's probably quite bad. Like, I probably think I spend at least 22 to 23 hours just sitting in this, which is maddening, obviously. Aren't I just really big? Yeah, I'm a giant. Whoa. But, yeah, see, the quandary is, do you move out and leave? But then, obviously, COVID times, it might be sad, because then you're going to be alone, and also, you know, everything else, because you can't go out. Or do I just, like, you know, save up to go on holiday, which is what I really want to do, but I don't even know when it's going to happen. It's tough. Now, Slygrass Fox is saying escapism through video games. That's why I really want a VR. But, again, small space, I would probably do myself a mischief. I was impressed that you managed to make you look way bigger in these lives. Oh, well, it's literally just me against a flat wall. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. It would be hammer to the wall. That's where my mum is. Literally, if you could see through this wall, let's pretend we all had X-ray vision. Imagine if I could do one of those things, like, you know, when, hey everybody, it's me, Lizzie McGuire, and you're watching Disney Channel. That's it, the Disney Channel. How would you draw the Disney? Actually, that is really tough. How would you do it? Dun, 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 dun. Oh no, I did the ear too big. Dun, 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 dun. I think that was all right. So anyway, she's there on the other side of this wall. And then what am I doing? Am I flipping reading a novel? So yeah, that's my main. What's everyone else's lowlights of the week then, before I just go on forever? Let's buy Lucy a home. My God, sounds like I'm going into a retirement home. Yes, get a VR, then you could create a big studio set up in Rec Room. Yeah, that Rec Room is like a place that Miles was showing me, where you literally like live out for real in like, but well, not for real, but in kind of for real. It's like the future, but it's all Pixar. Also, he was playing this game where you get to just like ruin hotel rooms, which was quite fun. Like, you have to, like, it just reminded me of like the wrestlers back in the day when they would like ruin hotel rooms. You could have a green screen behind you and create an illusion. Do you know what? I was thinking about getting a green screen, just so that I could do the never-ending story, because that'd be fun. No, I don't use VR, because it would just be too difficult. Like, can you imagine? Like, where would I do it? So here we go. My PlayStation there, my TV is there. Like, it's never gonna bode well. It's gonna be like, whoa, and it'd be a bit rough, wouldn't it? Lowlight of the week, it's really cold, says Fitz. Highlight, doing my first stream this weekend. Oh, Fitz, plug your channel in the chat. You're a good friend. Go support Fitz, everybody. He is a chill, cool guy. So, what was my highlight of the week? Oh yeah, my grandma got the vaccine. So that's pretty exciting. I have not spoke to Grandma Reed, but I'm sure if I did, she'd be like, oh, Lucy, I got the vaccine and it was, well, I think it was fine. I think she just went to bed afterwards because she felt a bit achy or whatever. But at first, when we talked about the vaccine, she was like, they just want us to pop our clogs, Lucy, so they can have our pension. But somehow she's changed her mind. So, yeah, so that's good news. And then the other highlight of the week was going for a walk with Beth, Chris and Forrest. Now this was quite exciting because we started going for a few more walks, taking Forrest out. But Bethany got a papoose, which is, I don't know what it's really called, but it's, I think it is called a papoose. They call it a papoose in Doctor Who. Also, papoose is just a fun word to say, papoose. And so Forrest was in his papoose, and he was just like, we took him to the River Thames because we live quite close to the River Thames, so you could just like walk down there. And he was like, and you could see him just looking at everything. And I was like, Imagine seeing everything for the first time. How exciting that must have been. So it was really cute. So Hushroom says that my dad also got the vaccine, going on all weekend around his about his arm hurting. Yeah, I guess that just happens when you get vaccinated for anything, doesn't it? Like, I've got a bit of an adverse reaction to just needles in general. Like, I go a bit funny. So the last time I had to have some kind of like needle go to me, it was such a strange experience because I knew that I was going to have, actually the first time was my meningitis jab, and I remember my meningitis jab, and it was fine, and I went back to the desk and I was reading my book, and I turned to my friend Sophie and I was like, Sophie, I think I'm going to be sick. And she was like, Lucy, don't do it. And I was like, and I just put the book away and went blop, and I remember this like exact circular bit of sick on the table, like it was a perfect circle. I'm not sure what I ate, but it was like blop, and I was like, and then someone was like, this Lucy's been sick. So I had to go, and I was taken. I remember being sort of dragged, I think it was about 9 or something. I was dragged through the corridors, and I don't think I was sick again, but then I got taken to a crash mat room, and the crash mat room was just like a room that they'd created out of crash mats. Lie with your legs in the air, and I was like, well, actually, look how bad that is. I can't even do that. Look, that's so awful. This is what work from home has done to me. It's turned me into a square, or I'm just all shapes. I'm literally a Picasso in real life. So yeah, and then I had to just do weird things. I don't know if they were just having a laugh with me or something, but yeah. Anyway, I have adverse reactions. The other time was when I got blood taken. I was like, oh my god, I'm totally fine, but I'm going to sit down for 5 minutes because I know. So I sat down for 5 minutes. I was like, oh yeah, this is great. I'm cool. So I got up to go to the car, and then I was like, and it was raining. I remember just being like, oh my god, and everything just went all like purple, and everyone's voices sounded really far away, and I just fell to the ground and was like, blood. And then my dad was like, get up, girl, what are you doing? Get me. I was like, Dad. And then I threw up. Rice Krispies. I remember that one. Don't know why I have all these stories about, just vomiting. I once vomited on a bus. That was really embarrassing. You never want to vomit on a bus, especially when the bus doors open and you were just that 1 second too, like, you couldn't hold it in, because I literally went, literally before the bus doors opened. But I did it as well because I really wanted to get off the bus because I knew I was going to be sick. I was near, so of course everybody that had to get off the bus had to pass the sick. I just ran away. I literally just went, and hopefully that's probably a story that someone else goes, oh my god, I was on the bus with this girl that threw up. Anyway, this has gone like to a strange place. My other highlight of the week was just playing Overcooked, because that was pretty fun. We got the Overcooked all-you-can-eat edition, and it's all the same good stuff that you had before, plus some new stuff. The only issue is, Team 17, if you're out there and watching, obviously, hopefully, maybe not, you're probably not watching this, we really love your game, but we love it even more when it works properly. Please, like, there's a few little bugs and glitches that stop it from happening, and, yeah, that sucks. Oh, someone's asking an interesting question. Has a video game ever made you sick? Now, the only one that I could think that's actually made me... I've never, like, thrown up from a video game, but I have felt sick playing... what was it? I played Drive Club on VR, and that really... Because obviously, like, you need to be good at the driving, and it's in VR, and I wasn't good, so I was crashing all the time. I remember I had to take the thing off. I was like, I'm really sorry, I have to go, because I think I don't feel too good. So that's the only time was that. Otherwise, I don't really think so. I think I'm pretty good on that front. Soggy Weetabix makes me sick. Now, do you know what I like to do about Weetabix? I like to pretend that I'm, like, on a cruise ship. Don't know why. And, like, I've got my Weetabix, and I've got a small bowl of milk, and I just dip it in and go... Don't know why, it's just how I like to eat Weetabix. The other thing I like to do with Weetabix, I like to mix it in with something else. Most likely, I'd say Cocoa Pops. Now, so to get your perfect Weetabix Cocoa Pops combination, you need to have a base of Weetabix, pour the Cocoa Pops on top, pour in the milk, and then just smash away with your spoon. And then you mix it all up. And then you've got a lovely chocolatey Cocoa Poppy mixture of Weetabix and Cocoa Pops. Highly recommend. And it was Crumb Day yesterday. Crumb Day, what a day. It was a good Crumb Day, but it was almost a bad Crumb Day, because what you want to do is you want to get it perfect. So unfortunately, it had a little bit left over, so I had to pour a bit more milk in. And yeah, so Mars is also enjoys the mixing. The new Fall Guys final, the 2 cylinders rollout makes me queasy. Have to whip up the camera too much. Yeah, that one is. I remember thinking, like, I feel like I'm going to be sick playing this because it was, like, almost too much. There is a platinum for Hitman 3, is there? Now, Hitman, I'm going to, you know what, this is Locking It Down, Lucy exclusive. Bum, bum, bum. I'm going to tell you what, everybody. I don't think I like the Hitman games. I know. It's one of those things like, name a game that everybody likes that you don't like. And I respect the games. It's just I'm not very good at them. And I don't have fun because I want to do it well. And I find it really hard to do. So playing Overcooked with Mikey makes you feel sick. That's harsh. So yeah, that's my shameful secret. Jonathan, I remember looking for the pigeons in GTA 4, giving me a headache. My head legit hurt. I missed one pigeon after following a guide. Damn. Hitman VR looks good. Lucy, have you played the original Ratchet and Clanks? No, I haven't, because I'm a terrible person. I don't know why, actually. I never just knew what they were. I never played them. So yeah, those are my. I didn't actually. So those are my highlights of the week. I'm sorry if I skipped some other highlights of the week. I feel like I'm just on one today, where I'm just rambling. So Sean Slater, not to be confused with Sean Slater, brother of Stacey Slater in the famous Slater household in EastEnders, says, got my 5th platinum of the year so far. Nice, you're doing well. It's only the 21st of January and 5 platinums already. Nice. Good going. Let's see. Anyone else got some? Highlight of the week is honestly how much progress I've made through Drake's Fortune on Brutal, says Hushroom. Oh, congratulations. Where are you? That's a tough one. That's probably the hardest one, I would say. Which reminds me, now that things are looking up and things are a bit better, I'm thinking about going back to Uncharted 3 to do my Uncharted 3 Brutal stream at some point. So I think that's going to be in the works. Because before, November was very stressful. And I was like, there's no way I can play this game and do a good job. So, you know what? Look out for that. I think that's going to come up soon. I'm quite interested in doing that. And also, as the last stream went somewhat fairly well technical-wise, I'm feeling a bit more positive about the streaming. What else is people saying? I didn't talk this much the whole of 2020. I just have a lot to say sometimes and no one to say it to. It's just, well, you're going to find that out in a second from Clip of the Week. Ooh, it's good. Oh my god, I really like that. That is my favourite one. Chapter 16 of the Treasure Vault. Oh, nice. I wonder how many platinums I'll get this year. I don't know. Highlight was getting a new closet and building it with no problems. Lowlight would be my 1-year anniversary of my cat dying. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Corey. But congratulations on the closet. I'm glad that I did a bit of home improvement as well, which was good. Anyway, let's move on to Clip of the Week. And this week, the clip is brought to you by a little game called Dark Souls. Now, let me tell you a little something, alright, about the backstory of this clip, because it's almost so shamefully embarrassing that I'm about to share it with you, but it's, I don't know, I was like, I have to share it at this point, because I share everything on this show. So, last Friday, I was like, you know what, I'm going to begin my platinum quest for Demon Souls, which requires a lot of what I call admin souls, where you go through the end of the game, and you have to sort of do all the sort of, not boring, but you've got to put all your affairs in order, you've got to do all the collecting things, you've got to sort things out before you finish the game. But I messed it up a bit, because I beat the final boss by accident. Anyway, I was going to farm some chunks for, because that's the other thing I did. I don't know why, but I didn't pick the ring when I started the game, and I was like, what the hell, why did I do that? So I had to, like, farm all these chunks so I could make this weapon, so I could give this weapon to the crow, so the crow could give me the ring. Souls lore, right? Am I right? Anyway, I was farming crystal lizards for days, and it was getting really, really frustrating. And I was like, I can't even. I was trying to find sharp stone chunks, and the things kept giving me pure sharp stone, which was like, that's even rarer. I need to be less lucky. Anyway, I finally get into the ones that were a bit later on. They're a bit harder to get to, and so at this point, I'd been doing it for a good couple of hours. So I put on my headphones, and I started listening to music just to, like, you know, improve things. And ladies and gentlemen, the clip I'm about to show you is what happened when a glitch happened to me in the game. Alright, you're going to see the crystal lizard glitched on me and I was fuming. But then as it happened, I was like, when you press the record thing on the PlayStation, it lets you go back and record like 1 minute, 5 minutes. And I was like, let me just go back 5 minutes and see what happens. Oh my god. It's like being asleep but talking out. I'm just going to play the clip anyway. So this is me listening to music, playing Demon Souls, and the stuff that I say to myself whilst gaming. Most of it is inaudible. Oh, and there's also really bad singing. So please enjoy Clip of the Week.
Oh yeah, love it. Oh, you fucking dipshit. Fucking bastard. I got lucky that first time. Actually, I should probably kill site. I could deal with the fucking... I don't want to die. Deep emotion. Not because of the question why. Not the savior. It was my place. The river London vision. Another place. Oh, you little... Oh. The salvation code. We say I'm nearer to the salvation code. These fuckers are made out of iron or something. No, I'm not dying. You can... Yeah. Oh! Ooh, new monographs. Every day I'm nearer to the salvation. Where'd it go? What the fuck? That's bullshit. Why has it not got a minute? Like...
How embarrassing is that clip? Oh my god. Yeah, I did splice it up because it was 5 whole minutes. I wasn't going to enjoy it because there are large portions of it where I'm just not talking. But people are saying I sound drunk. Now, this is what it is, okay? I'm sitting in my room. I've got my headphones on. And I think I'm just sort of talking like here. Not here, but here. So I'm like, oh, I've got to say, I can't believe this is not happening. Because, obviously, I'm not talking to anybody. So I'm just using my throat voice rather than my projection voice that you would in the theatre, darling. So that's where that's come from. And clearly, yes, it's a good job that I don't have a show that I broadcast all my embarrassing moments or talk about all the embarrassing moments of my life, because that would be horrendous. So, yeah, there you go. That was me. That's how I play games by myself. I just sit there chastising the NPCs with swear words that they'll never hear, half saying sentences to myself and plans, and then obviously the glitch itself, which I can't believe it, because I'm sure that lizard would have given me what I wanted. Anyway, there you go. And that was a clip of the week. So, what are we going to go to now? We're going to go to topics. So, speaking... Do you know what it sounds like? It sounds a bit like sleep talking, but kind of like... I wish we got that, Lucy. That was me going, for God's sake. I can't believe it. It's so dumb. Next time, I don't know. Next time I need to play a game that's hard. Because when I play games that are hard, that's when the true anger of being in my room, like, alone. Because obviously, when you're like, you know, live streaming, you're trying to keep it within, you know? Because you're like, you don't want to really be, like, you actual... Because, like, when I was playing Uncharted on Brutal, for instance, woof! It's like a sailor it was. I was like, this is the worst thing ever. But it was probably a lot more of this again. Because I'm not going, oh my god. I just, you know, the anger is within. But, blah, blah. So, Sekiro. Oh, I haven't actually got that yet because the game's never on sale, and when it's on sale, it's still like ridiculously expensive. So anyway, I think it sounds a bit like he doesn't even stop talking when the room's empty. No, I don't. I never stop talking. So yeah, it sounds a bit like sleep sort of whateverness. I don't know, But talking of sleep, segue, I have been trying out this new sleep app because, last week I told you about the terrible tales of all my nightmares. This week, happy to report, no nightmares. So I'm using the sleep app, and this is the thing, right? So you can pay for all the, the bells and whistles, but you get your main bit, which gives you this graph that's like this, and it tells you like, oh, yeah, and then it gives you like some stats about how long you slept for and all that good stuff. Look, now I don't have many sleep things that I know of because no one's reported back to me. But then I found this out. What is this? 3 minutes of snoring apparently, and there's little snore sound bites. Now, I don't know what this is because when I try and play it, it says you've got to pay for the app, and I was like, do I pay $29.99 just to hear if I snore? Because I don't know. I really want to know what this is, and but the thing is, the next day, if we go to day number 2. Only one snore, so I feel like I'm free. I don't think I'm a snore offender, everybody, because as you can see, look, I've got a clean bill of health there. No snore factors there, everybody. So I really want to know, like, what would happen? Like, what would it sound like? Do I do the thing? There's a free one that lets you hear your noises. So I once did a free one. And all it did was pick up the sound of the traffic. There is more to this app than just being able to hear yourself snore. There's like much more depth and detail. But this is the thing that I'm really like, I'm so curious. Like, what do I do in my sleep? Because I've had no reports back of what. Now, I do have one strange thing that I do when I go to sleep. Now, it's kind of rare, it doesn't happen often. And I don't know why. It's a one-time buy. Everybody. Or is it yearly? I don't know. I've not looked into it. I've only been using it this week because I'm just curious about sleep. Now, it's probably your controller recordings. Oh my god, yes, I just go to sleep with my PlayStation on and see what happens. Although it'll probably turn off after rest mode. But that's the thing. You have to go through... set up your web. No, because that's the thing. If I did anything like that, I have to manually go through the footage and find when something was happening. Whereas this only records when something does happen. Sleep as Android caught me talking in my sleep before. Oh, interesting. Now, this is my weird sleep thing that happens to me now and again. Okay, so I go to sleep, everybody. Now, this is how I like to go to sleep. Alright, so let's pretend. So I get my pillow and I'm like this. Alright, so I just like to hug the pillow. Now, I don't know why it happens, but you're going to sleep, and then this noise happens. I don't know what causes the noise to happen, but it's involuntary. I tell you because I'm weirded out when it happens, okay? So I'm sleeping, and then I just suddenly go, no, I don't know why. It's happened to me at sleepovers before, and I'm not sure why this little sound comes out. It happened to me recently, and I sort of go, and it wakes me up. So I'm like, oh my god, I hope nobody heard it because it's weird. Like, maybe it's just like a release of voice. Like maybe I've got some voice trapped in my throat. So I just sort of go. Oh, it's so weird. I can't. It sounds like. Wait, no. It's not a ringing. It's a. Like it's literally coming out of my... That's your system shutting down. Is it? Is that a real thing that happens to people? Because I just don't know. And I'm not... snore. It's from all the fizzy drinks. I don't know. But there we are. That's my weird thing that happens to me when I go to sleep. And I'm not sure. I've only ever caught myself talking in my sleep once, which was when I was like chasing after a train. I was like, stop the train! And then I woke up and was like, I said that out loud. One time I picked up the phone when I was sleeping and it was Bethany, but in my dream it was Bethany too. It was very bizarre. Anyways, just like watching them sleeping with your brother back in the day. Oh, it's probably just your body relaxing. Okay. Good to know, because I was like, phew! I mean, does anybody else in the chat do anything else? The app shows that I talk in my sleep, saying the names of people. What? No! No! That would be quite scary, though. Yeah, I'm just so curious, especially when I have crazy dreams. Like, what? Is anything happening? I don't know. I'll have to report back sometimes. It's your inner opera singing wanting to burst out. Can you imagine if I woke up one day and I was like, climb every mountain? That would be weird. So, that's my sleep story. The other thing I wanted to talk about was at the weekend I watched Incredibles 2, which I thought was much better than the first Incredibles. Now, the weird thing I couldn't get over about the Incredibles 2, but I'm not a big Incredibles fan, okay? There's a lot of stuff in it. That's a lot of humans and relationships. I got enough of that. I got enough problems in my own life, alright? So to be going through this. But the jarring part to me was the fact that this story happens a mere few days after the first one happens, but everyone looks tremendously, like, much in more, like, you know, high definition, which obviously is to be expected, but it is a bit, like, juxtaposition confusing that, you know, the mum's like, ooh, and the dad's like, ooh, and the kid's like, oh, and the girl's like, oh. So, also, I find all the characters slightly insufferable. Like, none of the kids, apart from, there is that bit where she goes, brah, and all the stuff comes out of her nose, which was quite funny. There were a few funny moments. I find Dash highly irritating. And then Elastagirl, but Elastagirl, she got to have a lot more to do in this one. Bob, I'm gonna go because I'm gonna be the main character in this story today. Yeah, bye, Mr. Incredible, it's me. And also, the powers, they take a liberty with what you can do. Because I remember asking my sister, I was like, Imogen, if you had to have any of these powers, because I think they're all a little bit naff, which one would you have? And she was like, oh, the running one. I was like, yeah, but the running one seems like effort, because you're really having to run. I'm thinking like the Invisible Girl, because also the Invisible Girl, why can you turn invisible, but then, you know, all of a sudden you're like, oh, now I can also have void bubbles and also some other things. Okay, I think that's probably the best one. Mr. Incredible, I mean, super strength is just, you know, fine, you know. But Elastigirl, she turns into Spider-Man in this one. And I'm not joking. If you watch the film, she's swinging around. Oh, yeah, psh, I got such long arms. Hey, Bob, look at me going, I stopped a moving train. Ah! And then she, like, parachutes and she's like, oh, like, you know, I could be Elastigirl if I tried. Actually, can I be? Well, I've already got the arms. Wait, hang on, it's quite hot in this jacket now. I was really cold today. I'm getting my incredible outfit off. Damn! Because I've got, well, maybe I'm just broken bendy girl. Is that good? She can bend her shape at will, so she chooses, oh, really? So I guess I could do my arm thing. So that is my superpower. I mean, I already told you about the time I helped an old lady in Tesco's with my superpower. But then I can also, oh God, maybe I shouldn't do this on the internet. Bethany's not here to stop me. But I think I told you guys before, I can like suck my stomach in like real fast, so that's when I could be Elastigirl and go, hey Bob, it's me, Elastagirl, and now I can move my elbows the other way, I can avoid being stabbed because I can move my legs, oh no, my stomach, you know. Elastigirl is the #1 Pixar mum, really? She's quite cool, I suppose. Any hidden talents? I used to be able to shake my eyeballs. Obviously, I would do it now, but it's not going to pick it up on the camera. And also, because I don't, like, do it often enough anymore. I'm not even joking. I've got a weird story to tell you about this. I was in the hospital, because my little sister was in hospital when she was born. And I kid you not, it's like a film out of a scene, but this 100% happened, okay? This woman, I don't know who she was, she came up to me and she was like, you've got a talent. And I was like, I don't know. When was my sister born? She was like 6. I was probably like 7. And, she was like, yeah, don't let the talent, don't ever let the talent go away. And I was like, what are you talking about? And she was like, you can do that thing where you move your eyes. And I was like, oh, she knew somehow. She knew I could do it. And she was like, yeah, don't ever stop doing it because then you'll forget. And she was right, you know, when you don't keep the power up, people used to like pay me in the playground to shake my eyeballs. And I'm not joking. One girl was like, I'll give you £1 if you do your shiver. We used to call it shivering my eyeballs. I mean, I would do it. I mean, I haven't done it in ages. I can't be good for you. But basically, you move your eye muscles and goes, and your eyes do this. Everyone moves their eyes everyone moves their eyes. No, this is more. It's like proper. You won't be able to see it. Let me see if I can do it. No, it just looks like I'm crossing my eyeballs. This is such a weird thing to be doing on the internet. But it's real. Bethany, if she was here, she would attest to this. Because I could do it really well. And I remember one time I did it to my uncle or something. He was like, what are you doing? You're just staring at me. I was like, no, look, they're shaking. It was real. I could do it. And let me see one more time. I can't do it. But I don't think I have the powers to do it anymore because, like I said, the woman in the hospital, she said, don't forget. And I forgot. So I just realised it does something, but I'm telling you it happened. I'm telling you this is real. I just realised that this sounds really bizarre. Because I guess nobody in the chat saw it, did they? They didn't see it because It's too fast. You know how video games are 60 frames per second? My eyeballs are 120 frames per second. You gotta keep up. No, it was real. Okay, so this is not where I wanted to go. Anyway, I thought Incredibles 2 was very good, but I felt it was slightly telegrammed or telegraphed. The ending, I could see it happening from a country mile, and other than that, good film, would recommend. So is this Lucy's dramatic backstory? No, I don't know. We used to mill about the hospital quite a lot back in the day, and yeah, that was 100% real. 144 hertz. Oh, is that sound bites? No, isn't. No, my voice. Okay, my eyes operate, and myself operates at 120 frames per second. My voice operates at 40. No, is it? No. What's the sound? 48 gigahertz. Hertz a second. We could run Cyberpunk 2077 on Lucy's eyes. Yeah, refresh rate. That's it. You've got to refresh. Anyway. You can see the incoming extra special. No, that was one of my things. So that's my few party tricks. I could shiver my eyeballs, I could bend my elbows, and I can suck my stomach in really far. Also, yeah, what happens to Elastagirl's organs when she goes really flat and when she goes like that? It's like a whole body elastic, I suppose. Unless that's how it works. But anyway, the other thing, this is literally I'm just rambling off things that are on my list. No, I've been rubernetically advanced. Don't know what that means. So tonight, everybody, I know that there might be some Resident Evil fans out there, but there is a Resident Evil showcase happening. Resident Evil showcase. No, I started wearing glasses when I was 13, unfortunately. So what are people thinking? Are people excited for this? I mean, I'm new to the Resident Evil realms. I mean, I haven't seen Mr. X since I saw him in the street recently. He's not come back again. I'm not sure, maybe something happened. Maybe an incident on a rooftop with a certain... So people are excited. So those who don't know, there is a Resident Evil stream where they're going to announce something. Let's come with me now on a journey through time and space to the world of the internet. The internet, come with me to the internet. The internet, not that screen, it's another one. Oh no, it is this screen, I just didn't boot it up. Here we go. Tune in for the all-new Resident Evil Village gameplay and more. Hey there, PlayStation Nation. Hope you're doing well and staying safe during these winter months. We know that you've been patiently waiting for more news on Resident Evil, and that chill going down your back isn't from the cold outside. Rather, it's from the spine-tingling terrors that await you in the Resident Evil Showcase, making its debut on Thursday, the 21st of January at 10 p.m. GMT, also at 2 p.m. PT and 11 p.m. CTA. What does CTE? I don't know what that means. We won't spoil the fun announcements. Our host, Brittany Brombacher, she's really cool, Brittany. I met her once at a What's Good Game event. She was chill. I liked her a lot. Shout out to Brittany, not that she's watching, but she's obviously getting ready for this thing that's happening in an hour and 10 minutes. I'm very happy for her. She's a big Resident Evil fan. So we're going to showcase some new information on Resident Evil The Village, including an extended trailer that unveils a bit more of the world and mysterious new characters, as well as a first look at gameplay. We'll also have the producer, Peter Filibano, there to help guide you through the world of Resident Evil Village and the horrors that await you. If you need to leave the lights on or hide under a blanket, we won't judge you. So that's exciting. We've got a few more surprises in store, but you'll simply have to wait and see what those are. Be sure to make yourself a hot drink, wrap yourself up in a cozy blanket, and tune in. So what's the temperature check, chat? Let's see. To be fair, Resident Evil 8 has potential. See, I'm not Resident Evil 4 remake, people are thinking. Now, see, I've been thinking about playing Resident Evil 4 this month, but I don't know whether to just wait for the remake if people think that's going to happen, or do I just play the original, or do I just play Resident Evil 0, because people are saying that. Central European time. Oh, I see. Okay, that's helped me out. But yeah, I'm probably not going to watch it live, but I might watch it on the flip side. You know, catch the highlights later and see what's going down. It's a classic. See, I always think it's interesting that some people say that Resident Evil 4 is their favourite, but I heard as well that Resident Evil is that Resident Evil 4 is quite different from the others. So I don't know. It'll be interesting. If it's coming out in 2022, that's a long time to wait. So maybe I should just play the original. But yeah, that is my Oh, apparently Resident Evil 4 is confirmed. Really? Is it? I don't know anything these days. But that leads me on to an interesting question that I'm giving you, the chat. It's called, what should I play next? So basically, I need a game to... Well, I'm playing Ghost, but I feel like I'm near the end of Ghost. I mean, things are hotting up in Ghost. By the way, it's getting good. Like, things are going down. And I'm like, oh my god. All the side characters are doing stuff. But I'm kind of like, what do I play next? I need something different from an open world game when I've finished it. So this is what I've narrowed it down to. Resident Evil 0 or Resident Evil 4, Bioshock, Nier Automata, Dark Souls 2, other. I want to play something that's in my backlog that I've not played. I mean, Sekiro was also a possible choice shouted out earlier. I'm not playing Sackboy! I hate the little threaded guy. He's so annoying. Hey, I've got a Sackboy story for you. I forgot about this story, and it's another reason why I have a deep hatred of Sackboy. Alright? So, one of the trophies... Actually, shall we have a look? Let's go. Because I don't think I got this trophy. And it still haunts me to this very day that this happened. Because, honestly, I had a plan. Much like Dutch did, but it went down the Swanee. So where is Little Big Planet 2? Would Little Big Planet 2 like to come up here? If we can find it. Big Planet Vita. Little Big Planet. Maybe I should have Control F'd it. Might have been helpful. Little Big Planet 2. Okay, let's see. Did I get this? Did I get said trophy? Because I don't think I did, and I've got a story behind it. I didn't play much of this one because I didn't really like the first. I don't really like the little bit. Here it is. Oh my god, it is only 9 a.m. Okay, so this trophy here. Who needs breakfast? Play Little Big Planet 2 before 9 a.m. That's not a difficult trophy, is it? Not a difficult trophy at all. But here's the problem that I had, okay? So this was during the times. When did I play Little Big Planet 2? What's the decades? Gap. So I played it 7 years ago in 2014. So in 2014, ladies and gentlemen, I was unemployed. So waking up at 9 a.m. felt like the struggle, okay? I was like, there's no way I'm going to wake up at 9 a.m. to get this trophy. But, I have a cunning plan. I'm going on holiday. And to go on holiday, I'm going to have to wake up early. So I was like, right, this is perfect. I'm going to wake up early to go on this holiday. And I'm going to load up Little Big Planet 2. And I'm just going to get the trophy. It's going to be fine. What could possibly go wrong? So I've got all my suitcase together. I put the game in, and I'm like, I've got loads of time. I've got like 40 minutes. It doesn't take 40 minutes to put a game in. Put the game in, and there needs to be like 1 billion updates. And I was like, you have got to be kidding me. So I'm literally now just watching the clock, like, oh my god, I have to leave because I have to go. But the game is trying to install, and I was just like. And I didn't make it, everybody. I failed. I failed the mission to play the game before 9 a.m. And I was just like, I was fuming. I was like, there's never going to be a chance. Because for some reason, I thought for whatever reason, I was never going to wake up before 9 a.m. in the morning ever again. Anyway, to cut a long story that's actually really short, but I elongated it like Elastagirl. I can tell a story that's really short, really long, because I'm elastic, Bob. I can do things, and you can give me a piece of metal, Bob, and I'll just... Dash, are you doing your homework? I don't know where this is going. But anyway, so I just was like, screw it! I'm going on holiday. So I packed my little bag and off I went, and I uninstalled the game and never did it. So that's the story of that. Anyway, I'm just not a big Sackboy fan. I don't know. I might try Big Adventure. I'll give it a shot, and that's it. Nice story. Still need to play Sackboy Big Adventure. I do have the game. Maybe that's what I'll do. I'll come to terms. This is it. Okay, Sackboy. This is me at a press conference, everybody. Ladies and gentlemen, please induce Lucy. Induce? I don't want that to happen. Please don't let that happen. Ladies and gentlemen, please introduce Lucy as she would like to make her press conference statement. Hi everybody, thanks for having me. Yeah, my name's Lucy. So over the years I've had some turmoils with Sackboy, as you know. I'm a Team Astrobot. But maybe it's time for me to reconcile with Sackboy. So Sackboy, if you're out there, if you're watching, this is me handing my cotton hand to your cotton sack hand, and maybe we can skip off into the sun to go. But if you betray me, Sackboy, if you dare be floaty and irritating and just damn right obnoxiously cute, I'm out, and it's over, and I will unthread you thread by thread. I'll get my little thread picker. You won't know. You will never see it coming. Sackboy, have you watched that scene in Shrek when the little gingerbread boy, he's on the table and they're pulling off his gummy drop buttons. Oh, you won't want that to happen to you, woo, Sackboy. So thank you for your time. Maybe I will do it. Long live Astrobot. That's all I got to say about that. So there we go. The sack hand. I'm not giving the sack hand. I'm giving the sack. So what are we saying? So we're saying that I have to play Sackboy next? Is that the thing? I mean, I am intrigued by the platinum because apparently it is very difficult. And I'm like, well, you know, sometimes I do want to step up. Why don't you try the Final Fantasy VII remake, says Sean? That's an interesting connection to make. I'm thinking on it. The wheels are turning. And no, Jonathan M., I will never do Super Meat Boy. There is a new Super Meat Boy out. Play Persona 5 Royal. Interesting. So none of the games that I actually called out, people think I should play? Because I feel like I need something. Couldn't you have played it at 12:01 a.m. and stayed up late instead of waking up early? Well, Chief Brody, that would have made too much sense, clearly. I think it is in the flipping thing that you could do it. Why would I have done that? Yes, anonymous vote for Sackboy. It is confirmed. Oh my god, now I'm going to have to play Sackboy. Do you know what? I'm going to stream it. If I'm going to do it. Alright. I'll just have to do it as a live stream so that you can all feel the pain. It's just, I grew up with platformers where when you jumped and you fell on solid feet. Not this like, ooh, yeah, I'm being blown away by the wind because I weigh nothing because I'm a piece of fluff. You know? Okay, alright, everybody's saying Sackboy. Resident Evil 0 from your list you mentioned. Okay, Resident Evil 0. That's always on sale as well, so that sounds solid. Stream it on Saturday. Maybe. Well, I did say platformers ? So you've got me there, chat. You've got me. Right. So that's everything that I had really. So if you, I can do the Q&A section now. People are saying give Crash 4 another vote. You know what? Enjoy my life, and then thought, nah, I'm not. It's just weird. I just can't get over it. Like nothing. I've not played it in like 3 months. And I've not really been hankering for it. I've not wanted to come back. It just nothing. I thought like some of the like that. I was about to say that new girl. Well, actually, she's technically the original girl, Torna. That was interesting, but the level's just far too long. What about Twin Mirror? What is Twin Mirror? I feel like I've heard this, and it sounds very interesting. Is it like a Life is Strange type game where you play as like a story thing? So basically, I want something. I want a palate cleanser from Ghost of Tsushima. And also just something. So that's what my real issue is. I need a game because I want to set a new what's the word routine for myself where I wake up in the morning and I get up and I do something before work because literally right now my life is like I get up and I just lie in bed and scroll through Twitter, which is not great for anybody, and then I just switch on my laptop and I go straight into my emails. But I feel like I need morning time, but I need something to get me to do my own morning time. The Spyro trilogy, Maneater is a nice, easy, fun palette cleanser. Play Fez. These are interesting games people are throwing at me. I still stand by Bioshock. I do really want to play Bioshock because I'm curious. I do already know the twist just because I looked it up. But then again, I looked up the twist of Mass Effect 3 to see what all the hullabaloo was about, despite having never played any of the Mass Effect games. Twin Mirror is like Life is Strange. Is that on PS4? I feel like they made... Oh, that was that Tell Me Why game that was just on Xbox. That was also by them, right? Detroit Become Human. Oh, I love that game. That was a great game, Detroit Become Human. Bioshock... No, see, I played Infinite, and I wasn't a fan of Infinite. You know, I don't know why, but I just wasn't. I have not played the Spyro remake because I didn't play Spyro as a child. Oh, look at this. Bethany and Chris got me this. Look. Crash here in the studio. I'm being joined by Crash Bandicoot. Can you, why am I saying his weird wrong, his name wrong even? Can you please tell me the origins behind why Crash 4 is the Dark Souls of Crash? Wow, actually, pancakes, thank you. It's riveting as always, Crash. No, it's just not what I wanted it to be. Twin Mirror looks like a good experience. Did you play the original God of War trilogy? No, I didn't. I've played Days Gone, got that plat. Bioshock 1 and 2 are masterpieces and definitely worth playing. See, those are part of the PlayStation Plus collection. No, not the collection, but they were on PS Plus, and I downloaded them. So, I do have them. So, I'm interested in playing it because I don't have to buy it because I already got it. Did you play Shadow of the Tomb Raider? No, I haven't played Shadow of the Tomb Raider. Play Gone Home. I've heard about that game. Perhaps. You're all throwing the Jak and Daxter trilogy. I feel like I've got Jak and Daxter 1 just because it came with Uncharted The Lost Legacy, because I bought the season pass or something for Uncharted 4. There was some, or did I just, there was no season pass for Uncharted 4, or was there? I think there was actually. Hi Tim, how's it going? Finish Skyrim. Oh, that is true. I feel like I just want a new experience, something different. You know, one of my goals was to play other things, and I think this is me trying to play something different to see how I feel, and just to play FIFA. No, I retired from FIFA, Nemo. Okay, I tell you, I used to play FIFA with my brother, and then we used to play FIFA in the office, and it became this real thing where this guy, he would like put this tournament together, and I would like play some of the guys, and like I would lose, so I don't play it much. But then I wouldn't do badly against them. Like I would like give them a hard fought match, and then I started to beat some of them, and it became like a bit of a thing where it was just like. And then I was like, I don't want this, because people. Then it was like people didn't want to play me, or they felt like they had to be more like aggressively competitive against me because it was like shameful in some way to lose. I'm sure not all of them thought that, but I got that feeling from it. So I was like, you know what, I'm not doing this anymore, because I don't want to. I just wanted to play for fun, you know. So yeah, it got a little extreme. It got a little bit heated at lunchtime playing FIFA. Also because I just had no clue what I was doing. Well, oh no, yeah, I'm not a fan of Hitman. That was my. Did you ever platinum Cuphead? No, I did not. I just don't know. I do want to platinum some games, but at the same time, I just want to do something new. Have you heard of A Plague Tale Innocence? That's pleasantly surprised me. Actually, Podcast Club, Manish and Tristan, they played it and they said it was really good. Was it one of your goals, play more indie games? Yeah, and I mean, I'm only in January, so I've not quite failed it yet, but I feel like I could get there and do something. Like, Foxy Cat always says I should play Hollow Knight, which I was looking at, but then I don't know if my brain will be bored. Like, I don't know, sometimes I feel like I need not my brain, because my brain will be doing something, my ears, like if nothing's going on, I need engagement of all the sensory experiences to get. I don't know. You know, you just like, you know, when you just sit at the PlayStation and you're just like putting games on and like you're not really feeling any of them, and you're not sure. So you like, you turn on a game, you're like, oh, I don't know. Turn another game, I'm not sure. I was sort of scrolling through the January sale stuff, seeing what was there, and I'm like, oh yeah, blah, blah, blah. I don't know. I have to really Assassin's Creed. No, I've given up Assassin's Creed games. I'm so over them. But yeah, we need another Uncharted. The other thing I could do is play The Last of Us Part 2 again, just because. But I'm a hankering for something new. But I feel like people are throwing out some good suggestions to me. Try Hotline Miami. I've heard of that. I'm thinking, when the time comes, when I do beat Ghost, that'll be the true moment. I mean, maybe I'll play none of these games. Maybe something else will pull at my heartstrings. But no, thank you for helping me in this time of need. Phoenix Rising, I don't know what that is. I have no idea. I know what it is in terms of it's a video game, but I don't know what happens in the video game. So yeah. So that is now sort of getting to the end of the show. I mean, I did have something else I wanted to do, but it's getting a little late now because I just waffled on. I felt like I had to get all my talk out today. I just had there's a lot of feelings that I had to just express with you all about random things that I just wanted to discuss. So Dragon Quest. Is Dragon Quest where you build things? What's the one where you just build blocks? That's got dragon in the title, hasn't it? Might be Quest. Who knows? Restarted the Walking Dead games. Phoenix Rising is mainly a puzzle game with a little bit of combat. Oh, okay. I like how Maneater gets as a bad thing and destroy all humans. A remastered New Vegas would be my dream. I still can't believe that Chandler from EastEnders, Chandler from Friends was in that. He was that guy that was not very good, but he had the snazzy suit. But apparently he was in it because he played Fallout 3. Like, he was so addicted to it that his thumb hurt so much that he had to get an injection to, like, fix his thumb. And they were like, wow, that's such commitment. We want to put you in Fallout New Vegas. So there you go, fact fans. Dragon Quest Builders. Oh, Dragon Quest Builders is like Minecraft. I see. Matthew Perry. Yes, that's his name. Points to you, good sir. Okay, well, I'm gonna mull upon this and see EastEnders Obsession. Actually, Sean Slater, EastEnders taught me something this week, and I'd like to impart that wisdom on you. Okay, so there was a scene happening in a place. I'm not sure if people remember this place. Okay, it's a weird sort of idea, but in EastEnders, right? They go out. They leave their homes. Like, what? It's bizarre. It's like another reality. But anyway, so sometimes these characters, when they leave their homes and meet other people from other homes, they go to this place. I believe it's called like a barber's or a hairdresser's, where you get a random stranger who's apparently qualified to like do stuff to your hair. And so, yeah, I know, right? Why would you pay somebody else to do something to your hair when you can just get your own, like, you know, the scissors that you stole from science in year 10? Maybe I did that, maybe I didn't do that, I'm not criminating myself. To just do it yourself, or go get the shavers and do it. But anyway, they were there, and then someone was having this problem, as they always do, and the other one was like, you know what? I say, save nothing for best. And I was like, what a quote, save nothing for best. All I do is save everything for best in quarantine. It's literally, I'm like, well, I can't wear this top because I've got nothing to wear it for. So you know what? I'm going to try, ladies and gentlemen. Next week I'll be in a 3-piece suit, or maybe an 16. Let's not do that. I hated that dress. I'm not even smiling in any of the pictures, so I'm like, I hate this. Probably ruined all the photographs for my poor aunt and uncle's wedding, just because I was like, I don't want to be in this dress. And then I sat later on with a hoodie on over the dress, because yeah, I was that cool. But yeah. Anyway, so that's what I would like to impart to you. Save nothing for best. Whatever that means to you, go for it. Live your life. Maybe it means putting on that shirt that you've not worn for a whole year. But just because there's been no need. But that's probably why I haven't worn this in forever. I just put it up and I was like, you know what, I might get rid of it. I don't care. I don't even know what it is anymore. Is there COVID in EastEnders? That's the funny thing. There was COVID, and they talk about lockdown, but now the world seems to have gone out of COVID, and everyone, like, they were partying on New Year's Eve. And sometimes I feel like it's a little bit frustrating, because it's like a slap in the face to all of us. Like, they're just living their lives, you know? Because I'm like, oh, God, having parties on New Year's Eve. Yeah, it's too far-fetched now, EastEnders. It's lost touch of reality. I can't buy it anymore, you know? People are just out and about. They're going to restaurants. What kind of life is this? I have no idea. They're touching each other. Is there COVID? That's the funny thing. It's not very funny, I suppose, but it sort of died out. The other thing I was looking up this week, just as well in case as well you were feeling sad, because sometimes I like to speak to Google. I like to ask Google my deep dark questions, obviously in an incognito tab, because I'm not stupid. Oh, yeah, whatever. But I typed into Google, I was like, hello Google, it's me, Lucy. I'm here for another confessional on an incognito tab. I would like to know, not COVID, why am I speaking to COVID? COVID can get right out. As I typed in, what was the worst year in history? Like, what is the worst year in human history? And I was just like, oh, hang on, sorry, it's getting late and I need to go to bed. I wish you, it's fun being in my first Lockin down with Lucy. Oh, thank you so much, Hashroom. Well, I'm glad you enjoyed it. Anyway, I'm going to just get to the end of the story and then we will wrap the show up. Anyway, so I looked up what were the worst years in history, and 2020 ranked at like 7th or something. So the worst year was actually 536 AD, when this volcano erupted and it caused like so much smoke across the entire like area, and it even went into like Europe and most of the world. Well, not maybe most of the world's a little bit there, but you can look it up. That it was like dark for 18 months, and because this cloud was so thick, the sun didn't get through, so it was also freezing cold. So it was like -degrees temperature, no sunlight for 18 months, and all the crops started like dying or something. And so that was pretty bad. And and then of course number 2 is the plague, the Black Death, which obviously very bad. I mean, I think 2020 will always rise a bit higher or lower depending on how you're doing, because we've got the internet. You know, maybe things would have been different if they had the internet in the dark times. I don't know. So there you go. When you're feeling sad, we could all be like trapped in 536 with a giant massive cloud of darkness and having no idea when it's ever going to end, if you'll ever see the sunlight again, because you can't talk to the weatherman or ask him what's going on. So don't give up. No. Now Miles was making a great point, because I did only talk about human history, and I've neglected the dinosaurs, because that's probably the worst day on the planet. Like, see, I was talking about years, but yeah, if we're going to think of the worst day ever, getting your whole species wiped out by a meteorite probably sucks. So let's give it to the dinosaurs. The dinosaurs have won. Also, then these weird things called humans came and just destroyed everything, so that would suck. I imagine no power on internet, Dread. Oh god, yeah, I know, right? It would have been proper boring. So At least we be thankful for this. Or as Josie Gibson once said on Big Brother, when I feel sad, I sometimes think about that woman who got her face ripped off by a chimpanzee. There you go. Don't know why that made. I just always remember that quote from that line. So yeah, that rounds up another edition of Locking It Down with Lucy, everybody. It wasn't quite what I was going to talk about today, but I feel like, you know, another day of lockdown, and next week will be the last week of January, so that'll be fun. Will it? I don't know, who knows. But I do want to leave you with something. I want a classic Big Brother clips. I'm glad other people enjoy these classic Big Brother and also just British things that I just drop into the ecosphere of the internet. But I want to leave you on a high. I want to leave you on some jokes of the week, because we haven't had joke of the week to end the show in ages. So here's a joke that I heard recently. Now I've got to say it like I can say it and not say it like I can read it, because I feel like if I say it like I'm going to read it, then I'm going to say it wrong, and you'll understand why when I say the joke. Okay, are you ready? What does a pepper do when it's angry? Okay, what does a pepper do when it's angry? Oh my god, I don't want to mess it up. I'm just trying to think how, because okay, alright. It gets jalapeno face! I said it because obviously jalapeno is spelt with a J, so I don't want to mess it up and say, because if you mess it up then it's not going to make any sense. So yeah, it get like a much, and I know that for a fact because I played Bug Snacks, and those Scorpino, they're not friendly. And then my second joke is, what did the buffalo say when he dropped his son off to school? Bye, son. There you go. There's your jokes of the week too. Oh, come on! Boo yourselves. I'll see myself out. Yeah, Josie Gibson was on Big Brother. Big Brother Houses Davina. Oh my god, good times. Bunga, 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 bunga. What's your favourite bug snack? Sorry, I do just want to know. People who have played bug snacks, what's your favourite bug snack voice? I do like bunga, 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 bunga. I'll tell you what my least favourite one is. When I heard that little shit flying around, I was like, destroy it. My least favourite one was, sweetie fly. I was like, make it stop. I couldn't bear it. Sweetie fly. What was the one I was like? I liked, there was a good one that was like, you know, waffle. Like they would get really waffle. That was good. I can't remember some of the other ones that I really liked. They've gone from my mind. I did like strawberry. Too much bug snacks. Nikki Graham. Yeah, who is she? So that was my least favourite of all the bug snacks. The others are just. I actually hated Wookie. Was it Wookie? That was kind of annoying. Right. I feel like I've talked a lot. I mean, it's been an hour of just pure, chit chat. So right, I will bid you all a fond farewell for this Thursday evening. Thank you so much for being here. Thanks for, chatting, joining in the chat, being here, enjoying this lovely evening. As we are in, January, and like I said, January sucks, do reach out to a friend, maybe just drop them a random voice note. Pick someone on your WhatsApp or whatever you like to choose. And just send them a voice note or something, just to say hi. Might make their day. You never know. You might just make someone's day. So, yeah, I shall catch you all next week for another edition of Locking It Down with Lucy. I'm going to keep practicing my eyeballs. Maybe one day. Shall I give you one more shot? Can you see it, Mr. Krabs? Can you see it? Probably not. That's probably more of a close-up than anyone actually ever needs of my face. They're like, what are you doing? God, I hope no one in the professional senses ever watches this show. Right, so I shall see you all next week for another edition of Locking It Down with Lucy. Stay tuned and be safe, be happy, be well. And we shall all get through this together. Much like they said in High School Musical once upon a time. Zac Efron, where are you at now? Last time I saw you, you were out in Iceland looking at, what do they have in Iceland? Springs. You were doing your own show or something. Right, I'm actually leaving now. Adios, everybody. Goodbye.